Hi, my name is Heaven Bowman, and I'm bringing you guys the idea of outdoor study and relaxation areas on the Penn State Beaver campus. Why do we need this, you might ask? Well, here's the first problem. Our common spaces are becoming too crowded. Over the past year, the campus has done more to implement study spaces in areas such as the library, the general classroom building, and in the student union building. However, with the times that we're in now, we have COVID-19 and safety precautions have been implemented to prevent this spread. So, with this coming and the prevention, we've reduced a lot of our space occupancies to only 25%. And this is leaving students to go study in unconventional places like the bistro or even in their car. The next problem that we have is that students are becoming easily distracted. While studying in these unconventional spaces, students are too easily distracted by technology and the environment around us. In 2013, there was a study done by Gloria Mark at the University of California, Irvine, and this study showed that students can't even resist distraction for 2 minutes. And the study also showed that students who are experiencing these distractions with technology in their environment have 20% lower standard cognition tests. The third problem that we have is while studying indoors, students experience an increased level of stress. In a study published by the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, Ulrich Detweiler, an educational psychologist at the University of Stavanger in Norway, studied daily levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Typically, in a healthy person, cortisol levels spike when we wake up in the morning, they drop midday, and then they plateau throughout the afternoon. Around 4 to 5 p.m., it's normal for our cortisol levels to drop again until we go to bed. So, in this study done by Detweiler, 37 students got their saliva tested 3 times a day to measure these cortisol levels. They spent 1 day a week learning at a nearby forest, and the rest of the week they spent in school learning regularly. So out of these 37 students, 11 of them were permitted to only study indoors for the duration of the study. Results showed that the students who could study outdoors had normal cortisol levels, while those who could only study indoors had no drop in cortisol level in the afternoon. This meant that they kept a higher stress level throughout the entire day, including during the duration of their study period. So you may wonder, what can we do about this? So first we need a location for this outdoor study and relaxation area. So the location that I had in mind was the center of campus, or what we call the quad. The quad is smack dab in the middle of all of the commonly occupied buildings that students use, such as the library, the general classroom building, the Micro Baker building, the sub lodge, the bistro, the laboratory classroom building. So it's gonna be hard to miss this area. The materials needed for this outdoor study and relaxation area are pretty minimal. All we need are 3 double-sized hammocks and hammocking stands. So how will we implement the plan and what's our timeline? So this plan will happen in 3 phases. Phase 1 will be the building of the hammocking station. Phase 1 will happen in early May through early August so that when students get back on campus in the fall, they're able to use this. Phase 2 would be the time where the students are actually using the hammocking stations, taking advantage of the new resource that's on campus. Phase 3 is going to be the most important phase. Phase 3 will be the analytical phase. This is when we see how many people used it, if they enjoyed it, and if they would want more of these around campus. Now for the cost, as I stated before, we're just going to simply need 3 hammocks and hammocking stands. So on Amazon, there's this company called Castaway Hammocks, and they actually have the whole thing put together for only $129.99. So for 3 of these would simply just be $390. The main benefit that I am aiming for by implementing these outdoor study areas is simply improvement. Studies show that outdoor learning and studying increases students' intrinsic motivation, decreases stress levels, increases confidence, creativity, decision making, and problem solving. There are a few institutions who have implemented these outdoor study areas, such as Newcastle, North Carolina State University, and the University of Florida.